Yeah. So a really great way to think about the shift that artificial intelligence is going to have is that it's going to create incredible operational efficiency on companies that typically had to have a very headcount heavy operational structure, right? So customer service is going to end up being automated away. Anything that anyone does really just behind a computer will end up being automated away by these various AI agents. And so what you have is the efficiency unlock in typically very operationally complex businesses that would have historically low margins due to the number of W-2 employees. And so for Wander, one thing that we're working on, pretty intensely is the augmentation of our concierge service so that when someone reaches out to us and they say, hey, we'd love to go and book this restaurant, can rather than a human do that, can we use an AI agent and related automations to be able to go and effectively do that without a person intervening? And so that's just on the customer support side. But then you look at the property management side and the automation of certain contractors and cleaning crews and otherwise. And what you end up with is basically a system that theoretically could scale to hundreds or thousands of properties with a very, very low headcount. And it sort of sounds outrageous today, but it's certainly where the world is moving. I think today IBM announced that effectively they're not hiring any more W-2 employees where the jobs could be done by AI. And that is fully the world that we're moving towards, is that companies with fewer people are going to be able to do the jobs and tasks of companies with thousands of people. And that's going to lead to incredible operational efficiency and basically business models that didn't work before the technology will now start to work. And so if you're in one of those operationally intense businesses, definitely leveraging AI and making sure that as a founder and entrepreneur, you understand how it works and the systems and have a vision for it is hypercritical, because if not, you'll be sort of left in the dust.
Yeah, I think that's a great way to look at it. Are you seeing anything change internally with the use of this stuff in terms of tools that people are using or various types of products that you can build now that maybe you couldn't build previously?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think it's something like 70%, and this should be fact checked, but 70% of engineers are now leveraging AI tooling. And it's a pretty remarkable shift in terms of AI code completion. And a company I'm a big fan of, SourceGraph, just released basically a context-aware code search where you can effectively ask it queries and it'll give you answers related to that code base. And so that augmentation is happening very quickly, and that results in a lot of training as well. And that training is going to result in this sort of like AI code companion becoming a bigger and bigger piece of an engineer's life, until ultimately large swaths of software are going to be effectively automated, which will be a really incredible effect. Like imagine if rather than building a website and it taking, let's call it a week, anyone anywhere in the world could ask, let's call it like ChatGPT or whatever, to say, hey, make me this website. And it took a day and cost nothing. And so basically, like the idea that software could be free flowing for everyone is going to, it's going to change the world. And it's coming for everyone as well. Like, copywriting and graphic design and accounting. I mean, very few people are safe from a job perspective. Even me as a CEO, you think about this like AI that has all the context in the world to make decisions. Really all I am at that point is just a smiling face. And so it's going to be really interesting to see what happens over the next few years and how the right leaders, integrate it into their business in a thoughtful and human way.